Mind Ascension here once again, doing a build with the brothers as we usually do. We got to start building these think tanks, and as we speak, we're working on a foundation to get this order of holistic ascension going. I want to start something for all of us, our men and our women, to come together and just vibrate on higher levels. But brother, you said something. You just mentioned something a second ago. I want you to bring that back up about your experience with your friend so I can expound on it, because I do think it's a great topic to touch on as we seem to equate this concept of homosexuality to certain things. But I want you to say what you said, and then I'm going to expound on it. So bring up the situation that you just brought up to me a second ago about your friend.
This was like a couple of years ago. I was invited to a gathering.
Mm-hmm.
With the relatives, so to speak. And what I didn't understand is, like, I noticed that the gentleman was dating a female.
Yeah.
From the South, but her best friend was actually, like, how would I say it?
Would you say she was a strong dyke, or just a chick that didn't care either way type of stuff?
I would say she was more of a transsexual.
She was a transsexual?
I would think. Just from what I see.
Now, transsexual, because unfortunately, brother, I hate the fact we got to do this, but in this recessive society, it's very specific. You have transvestite, transsexual, transgender, so on and so forth. Now, do you mean she was transsexual as it was a man that... okay, now you're... Okay, I did not know that's what... I thought you just meant it was her girlfriend and she was a real female girl and that they were just intimate or something.
No.
So this was a transsexual man.
Yeah. And she was like kissing, every time she saw him, she like kissed him in the lips.
Okay.
And I'm like looking at, the gentleman like, you're not offended that your girlfriend...
Oh man, that's oh boy.
That sounds like...
I didn't... Excuse me, everybody, because I'm actually surprised because I was not expecting... what I thought you were talking about was how, you ever notice how women tend to, they kind of, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, experiment with their girlfriends. They kiss other girls on the lips. They go to the bathroom with each other, blah, 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 blah. Now, I was going to expound on that aspect now, as far as a man's girlfriend having a transsexual friend that she's kissing on the mouth and all that. That's kind of another level. But the point of this, now you just took me to a place. now in my head, because that's another, all right. But this is good though. This is good because this is what I be talking about that randomness.
Yeah.
We have to understand that transgender never existed.
Okay.
Never, ever existed. Never. So when you bring that up, you turn the table slightly because you're dealing with something that's brand new to our current existence based on this recessive's invention of it.
A creation.
I won't even call it a creation. It's a manufacturing. Okay. The only reason why I won't say creation, because usually creations are made out of something natural and divine.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They come from a organic or divinity structure. What we call a transgender, or what I like to say a transformer, they are just nothing but mutilations that are manufactured by recessives, period. If you look up the history of a transgender, it starts in Europe, all right? So let's get that out the way. Now, number two, what I was going to expound on, which I thought you were getting on, is that I hear some brothers. Now, once again, let's get this foundation set in stone that man and woman is not the same at all.
Correct.
They are not equal.
Correct.
They are not equal in traits. They are not equal in desires. They are not equal in emotions. They are not equal in any of those things. I say that to set that in stone because when we speak of homosexuality, we have to understand that there is no such thing as a homosexual woman. Okay? Now, these terms, lesbian and dyke and blah, 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 all of these are predicated upon a social aspect that is projected. See, homosexuality is the penetration in the so-called, because there's no such thing as intercourse between a man or a man, The only true intercourse is between the vagina and the penis.
Correct.
But I use the term intercourse only because of lack of a better term to relate the description of the action I'm describing. Now, a man can be homosexual because he can use a specific part of his body as his gender to penetrate another man, treating that man as if it is a woman to receive the penetration. Okay? No woman can do that. They can use their fingers all day. They can stick their foot up shit. They can put their arm in shit, but it's not a limb that's created to penetrate. Your hand is not created to penetrate. Your hand is created to grasp and grab. Your foot is not created to penetrate. Your foot is created to walk on. So all this extra shit they doing is not sex. It's just different forms of masturbation. That's all it is. They're masturbating each other. So this is why a woman can never be a homosexual. Now, to expound on that, I say that because I've noticed that some men, perfect example, I got a DM the other day and a brother sent it to me. Now, I know I speak on the heterosexual black love, straight black love, so on and so forth, but I know that this has not been extremely described, explained, and broken down, and now is the time that this video right here is about that. Fact of the matter is, woman in herself is bisexual naturally. What do I mean? Woman is the only creature on the, woman is the only being in existence that creates both sexes. Therefore, she gives birth to man and she gives birth to woman. Number two, woman is chaos within herself, meaning that she is the purest form of creation. That's why she is the creatress. And also, chaos goes in multiple directions at once. So on Tuesday, she's feeling like this. On Wednesday, she's feeling like that. And 1 minute, she's feeling like this. The next minute, she's feeling like that. She's based on moments that are constantly so-called spontaneous and are going all over the place at once. That's why man is her order. See, man is one directional. He goes one direction. He is one function forever. Woman is not that. She's not one directional. Perfect example. If you notice, a homosexual man will never become straight again. You understand what I'm saying? But a dyke, extreme dyke woman will get pregnant tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. A homosexual man will go as far, we're talking about black people right now. A homosexual black male will go as far to reverse his gender, get breasts, get implants, and turn himself into some form of synthetic woman. A dyke black woman will never reverse her gender. Yeah. You don't notice that? Can you think about it? See, we don't think about this stuff. Name me one dyke. I'm talking full blown. I'm talking Snoop from The Wire. I'm talking Young Ma. I'm talking the dyke rappers, the dyke gangsters, all the dykes. Name me one dyke that cut off their breasts, injected themselves with hormones to grow facial hair, tried to destroy and mutilate their vagina into a penis. Name me one. Name me one that went through the actual operation of becoming a man because they were so much of a dyke. That's black.
Can't think of any.
You can't think of any. Yeah. Now, how many do you know that went through operations as men to become women? Perfect one. I'll give you one that's perfect, for example, that's popular in celebrity. The orange is the new black thing, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know if you know about that, but it's a transgender nigga, and he's part of a show or something. I believe it's Orange is the New Black or something like that.
Oh, I know you're talking about. You talking about.
We go into a million of them.
No, you're talking about one specific popular one was actually the young lady that used to work for P. Diddy. I think that's
whatever you see. You say, yo, it's not a young lady. It's a or it's a man. You got two choices. You mean the nigga that's acting like it's a bitch, or the it. We must be very careful with the. Don't ever give this recessive society this recessive society in existence any form of power of validation. This is why, if you notice, I'm very specific with my words. Very specific. I don't A person that's not a man, I don't call him a man, I call him a male. You see? And then I specify and define what a man is by M.A.N. I'm very specific.
That's true.
A person that is a female, I don't call him a woman, I call him a female. Because we have to be very specific on the way we define things based on ourselves in a combination of using our indigenous mind, our melanin, and nature, and the 7 laws. I don't give a fuck what this recessive says a man or a woman is. I could care less. I don't give a damn what the school curriculum tells you. I don't give a damn what anything tells you, okay? A womb man is the feminine female anatomy combined with the feminine energy and the feminine traits and actions that are manifested as womb man. Just because you have a vagina don't make you a woman. Okay? Just because you wear a weave and do your nails and all this bullshit don't make you a woman, because there's women out here that have the weave, that have the nails, that have the dress, and that's fist fighting in the street. Okay? And conducting themselves with niggerish tendencies. You don't fall under that category. The womb man is the feminine energy combined with the female anatomy. Period. Now, same thing with the man. Being a man has nothing to do with you just having a penis. That ain't got shit to do with it. You are a male species. That's a male species. That's why I'm very, very specific when I say female and male. Because why? Because there's female and male everything. There's a female dog. There's a female pig. There's a male bear. There's a male gorilla. You see, but you don't call a pig a man. You don't call a dog a woman. You see what I'm saying? So I do that on purpose. That's not by mistake. Now, back to what I'm making an effort to explain what this recording is specifically about. The feminine woman, the feminine woman is bisexual by energy, by nature, and to a form of physical aspect. What do I mean? The fact that she is the creatress of both sexes gives her the ability to admire and desire either sex.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to get at? Man creates none of them. He is only what he is by her creating him. So he has one function, one direction. This is why he's logical. And this is also why you can't be gay as a man one day and say, oh, I tried to suck a dick for a little while, I'm going to go right back to the pussy. That shit don't exist. You a fag for life. That's just how, we all know this. We all feel this inside. But there's no man nowhere that goes, yeah, I did the fag thing in college for a little while. Wasn't for me. I'm going to stick to pussy. See, women say that shit all the time. Women will go, oh yeah, I played around in college for a little while. Oh, I went to a party one time and got drunk and I let a girl do this. So I did this to my girl, my best friend, but it wasn't my thing. And nobody questions her. Nobody judges her. Nobody changes the way they feel. But a man can't do that. A man can't get drunk at a party, start sucking on something, and then the next day go, oh, I was drunk. That's not for me. I won't do that no more. You know why? Because it's in his nature to be one directional. That is his nature. Woman is not one directional. She's multi-directional. Meaning that she has the ability to go both ways. Now, let's differentiate now, because I'm not condoning dykeism. I'm not condoning same-sex marriage with women. What I'm saying is, even if you go to ancient script, even if you go to the Kama Sutra, even if you go to the papyrus of Tunis, I love having that subconscious ready. The papyrus of Tunis, all this stuff could be typed in. You will notice, you will never see homosexual acts. But you know what you will see? You will see two women with one man and two women assisting each other with the man. You will see two women laying with each other, hugging each other. You will see two women receiving the same man. You will see this in Indish Kush Valley sexual culture. You'll see this, all right? But you will never, ever, ever, ever see two men doing anything to each other. Why is this? Why is in ancient scriptures, ancient papyruses, and ancient texts, is women allowed to touch, fondle, caress each other while in the presence of a man or while in sexual situation as a man, but for some reason you never ever ever see any form of two men in any intimate form whatsoever. I dare anybody to find it. I dare anybody to find any form of two men being intimate with each other, whether there's a woman there or not. You don't find it. This is because, once again, woman is not one directional. Woman is the creatress. She creates all beings, male and female. Therefore, she is not limited to one. Okay. Now, what we have today with this nonsense of them trying to look like you, act like you, and replace you as women, that is insanity, nonsense, chaos with no order. That's mutation. That's sickness. All right? But the aspect of a woman kissing her girlfriend, holding hands with her girlfriend, loving her girlfriend, you know, laying with her girlfriend, they take a shower together, they bathe each other, they play with each other, they whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm saying this once again, I want people to understand, I'm not saying this in any form of a lustful man desiring lesbianism. I want this to be very clear. I'm not speaking because I'm not a regular man. And I don't think in the terms of, I think as a scientist and a metaphysicist. I'm not saying this in a way where I'm saying, oh, yeah, lesbianism is great and, oh, yeah, bitches eating mad pussy, that's great. And also, what I'm saying is, as a scientist, as someone who understands the genders and natures of each one, woman has the ability to love and show affection to man or woman. That's all I'm saying. So when we see and as a matter of fact, I don't know if you noticed, but it's crazy because it's almost like the more feminine they are, the more intimate they are with their best friends. They hold their best friends' hands. They give them these crazy type hugs. You know, they do weird stuff like they examine each other's breasts together and stuff. All type of stuff that men will never do. Yo, man, come over here and squeeze my balls real quick, brother. Do my balls feel heavy to you? But I've seen women go, oh, can you come over here, Tasha? Come squeeze this tit and tell me if it feel weird to you. Like, women do stuff like that because they naturally have the ability to admire and be intimate with either sex because they are the creatress of both. And they possess both in all energies on all levels. So I'm saying this to say, when you see too feminine, let's get this straight, too feminine, a woman that's dressed like a woman, acts like a woman, conducts herself like a woman. Another woman that dressed like a woman. As a matter of fact, you see this on the wall in Egypt. Women are dancing naked with each other. You see on the wall. I never seen no temple drawing of men swinging dicks with each other. I've never seen that. But you will see temple drawings of women being naked dancing with each other. Okay? Because this is the feminine principle that creates both sexes. So she has the ability, the power to, now this goes back into the fact that we are not equal because women can do so much more than men. Women have no limitations that men have every limitation. There's certain things that a man can never do in his life. There's certain things that a man should never say in his life. But see, a woman can switch back and forth from anything that she chooses to at any time. And we all have to accept it. Now, the sickness that we see today of them playing you, that was never involved. That never existed. There was never a woman walking around in indigenous societies wearing male clothes, trying to talk like a man, trying to walk like a man, and trying to put on an object to imitate the gender of a man to try to fuck a woman. That didn't exist. All right? So I'm going to say this specifically for the ones listening to it to make this very clear of what I'm saying. Bottom line, I'm saying that the feminine nature, which is the highest form of nature, the highest form and the most original in the form that comes first. Because remember, woman came before you.